Picture this. You're at a farmer's market looking to buy fish. As you move through the stands, you hear fresh fish caught 2 hours ago. Come and get it. You go toward that sound and you find three fishmongers, the one who beckons his clients and two others who are chit-chatting with each other. Where do you stop and where do you buy from? All things being equal, most people would buy from the fishmonger who caught their attention in the first place. And yet, there's a new genre of advice making the rounds on all social media and non-social media platforms. I'm sure you've heard it before. Attention is overrated. The attention economy is dead. Stop chasing views. Focus on X instead, where you can replace X with your favorite. Trust, systems, backend, community, whatever. This argument sounds sophisticated because it positions itself above the noise. But ironically enough, it's designed to get more attention. Why else would you write a premature epitaph? When I started seeing these posts and videos, I rolled my eyes so hard that a NASA intern logged it as a minor orbit. Because let's be honest for a change, shall we? Attention still matters. This is why people make these videos in the first place. Now that it's become scarcer, attention matters even more than it did before. When everyone can churn out a post, a video, heck, even a website or an app with AI in hours, people are drowning in content and their attention just got more expensive. Hi, I'm Adriana Tika. I'm a marketing strategist for solopreneurs. I specialize in helping consultants and experts get attention and translate it into sales. If you're curious about how solopreneurs do this, you can download State of Solopreneurship. I'll add the link in the description below. This report will tell you how much solopreneurs make per year, how they make their money, what channels they use, and yes, how they get monetizable attention. Now let's talk about why attention is dead is utter bullshit. I often say that retaining attention is more important than getting it, and I stand by that because attention is fickle and revenue doesn't happen without retention. However, what the attention economy's dead gurus get wrong is that nothing happens without attention. Nothing, nada, zilch, niente. Sure, trust matters, it's pivotal even. So do credibility, proper offers, and more. But how are people supposed to trust you if they don't pay attention to you in the first place? To get to their wallets, you have to get their attention first. Listen, I get why this trend came to be. Saying that you're in it for attention sounds desperate, maybe even cheap. So when someone says likes in cash or similar, we feel seen. We don't want to be influencers, right? We just want a normal but profitable business. Thus, we end up skipping the first annoying yet necessary step. Getting attention. Still, something did shift in the attention economy. Supply exceeds demand by orders of magnitude. It's already been decades since the internet started hosting more content than the entire world population could possibly consume. This is why 5% of YouTube videos get no views, while 75% of them get no comments. Yet people still upload over 20 million videos to YouTube every damn day. Every second, the internet generates massive amount of social and non-social media content. Also, did you know that 6 websites go live every second? When AI empowered everyone to churn out terabytes of content in minutes, the proverbial shit truly hit the fan. We're all drowning in content, but we all have the same 24 hours to consume it. When supply increases faster than demand, the scarce resources become more valuable. In our case, that resource is attention. We have less available attention and more competition for it. This combination raises the cost of earning it, but it does not render it meaningless. Attention is the entry point. It always has been. It always will be. What has changed, though, is the way to get that attention. For years, most of my clients told me, I found you on social media but bought from you because of your emails. Social media was the discovery medium, the way to grab attention. It still is in most cases. But there's a shift that I started noticing half a year ago or so. People retreat to safer spaces to get and pay attention. I found you on Medium. My friend Jane speaks highly of you. 3 people mentioned your community in the past month. I heard all of these multiple times since the beginning of the year. So I wonder if I'll start hearing them more often than I found you on social media. Within the council, the community that I run, I see members focusing on private communities, obviously, speaking gigs, podcasting tours, local businesses, referral systems, outreach, and so on. None of these gives them theoretical access to the billions of people social media offer. But they do give them attention, often guaranteed, which is something that social media cannot do. In a sense, I see people reverse their social media strategy. They don't use it for discovery as much as they used to. They now use it for referrals. They use it to stay in touch with peers and to have a public profile where leads might go to find the post consistently for 6 months and you'll be rich advice is losing traction. More than ever before, your social media approach needs to be strategic. So, since the attention economy is not dead and we all need to get discovered, here's how I'm thinking about discovery platforms these days. Being a guest on podcasts and joining private communities has been great for me, so I have no plans to stop. As you may already know if you're subscribed to Strategic AF, my most important platform is my newsletter. However, newsletters and email in general have zero discoverability. Thus, I need places where I can grab attention so I can establish trust via email later on. LinkedIn, my top discovery platform, is decidedly meh right now. Medium is still working, but it's a slow trickle. So, I started a YouTube channel. Ta-da! Right now, I know I'm at the very top of Cringe Mountain, so if you watched this far, thank you and please subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. I'm okay with being cringe though. I'm giving YouTube and myself 3 to 4 months to gauge the traction I can get and to learn how to make better videos. I'm also considering spending more time on Threads than LinkedIn. It's honestly more fun, kind of like Twitter used to be in the good old days, and it's far easier to get discovered there than on LinkedIn. With barely any following there, I've actually gotten clients from Threads. Looking back on my relationship with platforms in general, I've always ran about 1 to 2 experiments a year with new discovery platforms. Some flopped, others worked, as it happens with experiments in general. However social media will evolve in the future, its role as a discovery or connection platform will not die off anytime soon. And here's a quick note on outreach. To me, outreach is still a way of getting attention. Whether you call this getting leads or growing your audience, the result is the same. More people in your orbit, which is almost always a good thing. I've never done cold outreach and I've barely done any warm outreach. Still, I understand its importance. And given how unreliable social media reach is, I'm begrudgingly admitting that it's hard to get by without it these days. So I started doing a bit of warm outreach in recent months, doing the classic approach. I saw you're interested in product name. Can I answer any questions for you? I don't think my business is a fit for cold outreach, so you'll probably never see me slide into the DMs of people I've never spoken to. Yet, I understand that I need to get better at it, and I'm happy that the council members pushed me to do it. My community members requested a sprint on outreach, and since it wasn't something that I could teach, I asked for external help. Long story short, we had 3 experts come in and talk to us about getting new leads, nurturing existing leads, using Sales Navigator better, and it completely reframed the way I think about outreach. I now see it as an inherent part of growing your audience and, better yet, of building relationships at scale, if you will. So, if attention is not dead, how do you get it these days? There's a simple rule that comes from economics that you can use as your guiding force. When supply exceeds demand, it's capital discipline that should decide how you pursue attention. Whenever the world feels confusing and uncertain, I like to simplify business decisions by going back to Econ 101 and first principles. Right now, we know that the supply of content exceeds the demand for it, and as creators or publishers, we have limited capital. This is both time and money to invest in content creation and distribution, just like our audience has limited attention capital. Since I don't want to turn my solo business into a full-fledged production company, I have to be disciplined with the channels that I choose to be on. To me, YouTube makes sense as a long-term play. If it passes my 3-month test, we're still in that time frame. And Threads is a sidekick or a potential replacement for LinkedIn, a platform for short-lived, non-compounding assets. Because yes, we still need those. Together with my other platforms, these can theoretically create both passive value and visibility loops for me. I'll let you know how it goes. So, how about you? What's your system for visibility loops and for getting attention? Post a comment below and let me know. And I know I talked a lot about what I do and what my community members do to get attention and then to monetize it. But if you're curious to see an unbiased study about what other solopreneurs do to build lucrative businesses and how long it takes to get there, don't forget to download the State of Solopreneurship report below.